Is there any merit to the regulator's claims in China? And what then is the workaround here?
Well, as has commonly and historically been the case with regard to China's abuse of its eminent monopoly law, the answer is no. This is a meritless, baseless case that is reminiscent of China's State Administration for Market Regulations going after Qualcomm in 2003 for its alleged abuse of anti-monopoly policy, when in reality Qualcomm was just exercising its legitimate intellectual property rights. So what we really have here is a case of the Chinese government trying to find leverage however it can in this broader environment of semiconductor tensions between the United States and China, and in particular trying to find a way to respond to the recently announced extension of export controls that the Biden administration placed on 140 Chinese chip-making companies last week. This is ultimately China looking for leverage in the high-stakes game of semiconductor diplomacy between the U.S.
Understood. So this is symbolic, this is strategic, and part of a greater game. Ultimately, though, Stephen, how is this going to shake out if it does result in Nvidia being fined up to $1 billion, and if it means that the barriers and restrictions continue to go up in China, then how much of a problem operationally and in material terms could it be for Nvidia?
Well, first, we're a long way away from Nvidia being fined $1 billion. Let's remember that countries open antitrust investigations all the time. In fact, the U.S. Department of Justice recently subpoenaed Nvidia, allegedly that the company had violated antitrust policy by making it difficult for vendors or users to switch off their platform. That was very much a fishing expedition from the U.S. Department of Justice. So in a similar way, I think what we're seeing here, with the incoming Trump administration and calling for potentially 60% tariffs on China, countries are making moves now to position themselves with negotiating leverage as this incoming Trump administration comes in. So I think there is much more of this game to be played, and ultimately gets resolved in very high-level diplomatic negotiations between the incoming Trump administration and Xi Jinping as we move forward.